Hello everyone and welcome back to Bitcoin Tips. So today we're going to be talking about why Bitcoin is going to cross $100,000 in 2022 and possibly even higher than that. So before we jump into the video today, I do want to ask you to please consider hitting the like button. It really does help out the channel and help out the community overall for letting new people find this video because YouTube recommended it, and having them come in will help the price of crypto overall. So let's dive right into the video today. So I wanted to make this video, obviously you saw the title, why Bitcoin's going to cross $100,000 in 2022. We got very close, and a lot of people thought Bitcoin was going to cross in 2021, but unfortunately it didn't, which, hey, some things happen, for one reason or another it didn't. So it made it all the way up to the, I believe it was $75,000 range here. Looking at the last year, we were up here 67,000. I guess it'll depend on where you look, but I remember it being right around 75,000. Or into the 68 to 70,000 range. But super cool. We're getting closer to that big six-figure mark, and that would be absolutely huge for cryptocurrency. So why do I think that it's going to happen this year, and why it didn't happen last year? Well, last year we had a lot of things going on with everything going on in the world, a lot of different financial issues, uncertainty, stuff like that, and let's just face it, whether you're in Bitcoin, you know a ton about cryptocurrency as a whole, maybe you know just a little bit about, Bitcoin and Ethereum, or maybe you're completely new. One thing that we should all be able to agree on is cryptocurrency, Bitcoin being one of those, is extremely volatile. You have to be able to not care what the price is to be invested in crypto. If you're not okay with possibly going to sleep, having your portfolio being up 10% and waking up and having it be down 10% just in the span of 8 to 12 hours, then cryptocurrency is not for you, because that is something that is absolutely possible and can happen. And it can go both ways. So with some risk is some reward, and with the reward comes quite a bit of risk. So if other things are going on in the world, people might stay away from some of the more risky investments. And this is seen in the stock market as well. Less penny stocks are being bought. They tend to stick with more mutual funds, ETFs, stuff that they know has a good track record. And even if it doesn't perform as well as it has, there's still a good chance that they're at least going to break even. With crypto, who knows? You could break even after a week. You could, make 100x, or, depending on the crypto, you could really make 100x in, a year. So, it's definitely a different kind of market. But moving forward with the economy and everything like that, and investments moving forward in crypto as well as stocks and stuff, I think one of the big features of Bitcoin is the fact that it's a deflationary token. It's a deflationary coin, meaning that the more time passes, the more the harder that it will be to get Bitcoin, because the difficulty goes up, the halvings, eventually there will just be the 21 million Bitcoin. And I don't have the exact numbers, or, not sure if there's any way to get the exact numbers, but there's a good portion of Bitcoin that just is inaccessible, whether it's lost wallets or forgotten about wallets, or what's called crypto dust, just small amounts of Satoshis that isn't really worth anything to anybody, but if you were to take all of those and put it into a wallet, would amount to a decent amount of crypto. So you can arguably say that while there is just under, 18.9 million coins, there might only be 15 million of those active, depending on, if there's lost wallets, forgotten about, stuff like that. So it's getting increasingly harder to get Bitcoin, meaning that the value of it's going to go up as more people want it. Now, another, here I have this chart here that I pulled up. This is the US dollar being printed, how many has been printed in, billions, I guess, billions of dollars. So, we can go back here to like 1920, and we can see that, we started with $3 billion here in 1917, 3.7, and this is in the entire country. This is not, one millionaire or billionaire. So you can see, it's been slowly going up over time. We expand this out, 1940, World War II, all of that, and it does start to go up pretty quick. But when we take and look at, we hit 2000, and then right in here's 2008. There was some of that stimulus to help through the 2008 financial crisis. And if we cut off some of these older years here, you can see that there's a pretty big step up. This is the 2008 one. We started, 849. I'll round up and say 850. Just a few, months later, it was 907. So let's, round up and say they printed $60 billion. Here, we'll start at the very bottom, 1,795. So just a few months later, about a year later, as that's kind of the area we were doing. So March, they printed up to 2,115. So decent jump here, couple $100 billion, whereas here they printed, $50 billion. So that is a huge worry for a lot of people in investments and in the economy and all that. And with Bitcoin, we have a very predictable amount of Bitcoin that's going to be quote unquote printed or created at a set number of, coins at a set time for a set amount of time. And, no one can change that. So that's a huge plus to Bitcoin. Now, another thing that I think is going to really help Bitcoin out, and crypto as a whole really, is there's more adoption for cryptocurrency than there has been in history. And that's, as it's getting more popular, it's drawing more attention because it's, now it's $42,000. We started, 2 years ago when all of this uncertainty started, it was, $3,000. So it's had a huge, return on investment if you had bought. It's attracted attention of traditional investors, everyday, day traders, everyday people that are just trading for retirement, stuff like that. So as more adoption comes, unfortunately, so does more regulation. But on the same side as, more regulation, a lot of people in crypto are like, no, we don't want that. I agree with that to a point, but with more regulation comes more easy to understand and more mainstream ways to purchase and invest in crypto, which means it'll become a lot easier for the average person who doesn't know anything about computers, doesn't know anything about crypto, to just say, hey, I got a Christmas bonus, I want to do something a little different, plan for the future, put it in Bitcoin. That I think is one of the big good things that comes along with the regulation is, the government, unfortunately, they might say if you're going to buy or sell, it's got to be through A, B, or C. Anything outside of that is illegal. Well, yeah, that sucks. That kind of takes away one of the biggest purposes of crypto. But for all the people that don't really understand how it works and are maybe too skeptical about it to, think, this is just a company. Why am I going to send my money to them? Well, if the government's saying, hey, this is the company to use, then, they might have some more trust in it. So that's all just speculation, of course. Always do your own research past this video, but I strongly believe that we will see a $100,000 Bitcoin in the near future. I think it's very possible in 2022. I don't know. I don't have a specific date or anything like that, but keep an eye on it. Crypto crashed quite a bit over the last, few days here. Looking at the week here, can we expand this out? Not really, not a little bit more without going to a month. But, here's the month chart. Bitcoin was trading, this is more the time frame I was wanting to look at. It fell off, back here in early January, it fell off, traded down, kind of came back up a little bit, fell off again, and then we've been coming back up. It was 30,000 just a few days ago, in the 30,000s just a few days ago. So you got to be able to ride the dips, and if you can do that, I think Bitcoin is a great long-term investment. If you just purchase and hold it, don't really do anything with it, you will most likely, as long as you can withstand, any down time and stuff like that, you will make a profit in the end. That's, what I fully believe. So, of course, this is not investment advice or financial advice. Always do your own research. And if you're not familiar with Bitcoin, I do highly recommend you subscribe to my channel. I talk about all different ways to earn, spend, collect, and invest with cryptocurrency, not just Bitcoin. And a lot of the videos I have are geared towards people who are maybe too nervous to invest in Bitcoin and would like to just try and get it for free. There are a ton of ways to get Bitcoin for free, get crypto for free, and just build up your holdings. All that you have to invest is some time up front. And in my opinion, if you're worried about losing money, you don't want to, go to work, get your paycheck, and then possibly lose it in a few hours worth of trading, check out the videos on faucets. They are a great way to get your feet wet with crypto, learn a little bit about how it works, and then maybe make a more educated decision of, hey, I don't really believe in Bitcoin that much, but Ethereum, that's looking really good. You might see something like that. So definitely subscribe. If you liked this video, leave a like. If you didn't, you know what to do. Please comment down below if you made it this far in the video. It really does help out here on the channel if you do make it this far, and I would love to hear what you think about this topic and where you think crypto is going to go within the next year. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I do hope to see you in my next video. Bye.